Hey guys, Apple just announced something we've been waiting for a long time. A brand new Apple TV box. Let's dive in. The original Apple TV 4K, seen here, has been around for a long time. It debuted in fall 2017, and the non-4K version was even earlier in 2015. The whole time it's had this remote that really wasn't the greatest. The clicker on the old Apple TV had kind of a black finish, a rectangular top, and the worst part was this touchpad that made it pretty imprecise to get around. The new Apple TV box's biggest improvement is a brand new remote. The all-new remote is aluminum with a silverish color, a lot easier to see, and the biggest improvement is to that touchpad at the top. It's a circular design with another circle around the edge with 4 directional buttons. That should be a lot easier to hold in the hand and figure out how to use and move around on the screen without looking down. Apple says it's also added a new gesture command that allows you to swing around with your thumb, a little bit like the old iPod, to move up and down around the menus. The new clicker also has a brand new button for TV power on and off. Now, previous Apple TVs could turn TV on or off, but it didn't have that dedicated button, so that should be really convenient, especially if you don't want to dig around to find your TV remote. Just like the old remote, the new Apple TV one can control your TV's volume as well. Of course, there's Siri built in. Apple moved the button to the side to make it a little bit easier to control. And of course, you can talk into the mic on the remote to summon Siri commands, searches, move backward and forward, and all the old features available. Another improvement on the new Apple TV 4K is an A12 Bionic Processor. The company says it's faster than before and better suited for gaming and new next generation capabilities. One of the new capabilities added to that box is high frame rate video. So 120 frame per second video isn't quite on the market yet. It's found in games. The Apple TV can support that new high frame rate content, whether it's a game or a video when it comes out. That's a capability you won't find on the current Apple TV 4K. The last big feature Apple added to its new box is an auto calibration function. So using your iPhone's camera, you can hold it up to your television screen and the phone will relay information from the phone's camera to calibrate your Apple TV box to better produce color and other aspects of image quality. That auto calibration feature is something we haven't seen on any other device, and it'd be really cool to test and see if it works. So of course the new Apple TV 4K has all the capabilities included with the current box, including Dolby Vision HDR and Dolby Atmos capability. It'll support all the standard Apple software, including a new TV OS that's probably going to be announced at WWDC. So let's talk about price. One big knock on the original Apple TV 4K was its price. The new one just as expensive at $180 for the 32GB version. Now, of course, you get the new remote and a few other capabilities, but if you have an existing Apple TV 4K, there's little reason to upgrade. Unless you really want the new remote. Yes, Apple says it will sell you that new improved Apple TV 4K remote for another $60. And I think a lot of people that own an Apple TV 4K now are going to jump on that rather than upgrade to the whole new box. Of course, there's renewed competition today among streamers. There's the Chromecast with Google TV for $50. There's a Roku Ultra for $100. So compared to those flagship players from the competition, the Apple TV 4K remains really expensive. We didn't get that cheaper Apple TV 4K dongle that a lot of people were hoping for at this announcement, but with the new remote, the high frame rate capability, the auto calibration feature, and of course all the standard, really solid processing and performance you get out of an Apple TV 4K, the new product is renewed and hopefully a little bit better, especially for people who are really in the Apple universe and want to, take that to the next level by adding an Apple TV 4K to their devices. On the flip side, Apple TV 4K is less relevant than it was before. You see, Apple TV's TV app is found on a lot of different devices now, including televisions and streaming devices. So that means that you don't need to have the Apple TV 4K to get a lot of that Apple functionality. So Apple's kind of expanding its software while paying a little bit of attention to the hardware with the new device. So that's a look at the new Apple TV 4K. I'm David Katzmaier for CNET. Look for a full review soon.